Welcome race fans to Laguna Seca for the Super Sprint Championship. It's event number 4 of 5, and tonight marks race 13 of 20 in this intense season.
This circuit, with its iconic corkscrew, demands absolute precision. 4 races in one evening really puts the driver's focus and stamina to the test.
That's right. The championship battle is truly heating up. Bart van de Sande leads, but Martijn Mol is hot on his heels, and Chris Stokes is a strong third, leading the Pro-Am class.
From a driver's perspective, those points are crucial in every race. You're not just fighting for overall position, but also for those class championships, especially with the AM drivers battling hard.
Indeed, Joshua Picton is looking for a strong run in the AM class, while Elliot Norton, a Pro-Am with 2 wins already, will be pushing hard. What a grid we have for race 13 here at Laguna Seca. Chris Stokes on pole position, a fantastic start for our third-place Pro-Am driver.
Pole position is absolutely critical here. You want clean air into turn 1 and to dictate the pace. It's a prime spot for Chris to gain ground in the Pro-Am championship battle.
And not far behind, David Constable-Berry starts P4 with Aaron Short at P5. 2 more top Pro-Am contenders looking for a strong points haul tonight.
But a huge story is Jimmy Lindo, an AM driver, starting P2. That's an incredible qualifying effort and a massive chance for him to score big and really shake up the AM class standings. You have to seize those opportunities.
Daniel Kozik, another strong AM driver, starts P7. Further back, Mac McFarquhar, Pro, finds himself P13, and Jareth Hallam, 5th in the overall standings, has a real challenge ahead from P18.
It's definitely going to be an uphill battle for them. Overtaking is tough here, so those drivers out of position will need to be very precise, especially through the corkscrew.
And the lights are out. Race 13 is go at Laguna Seca.
What a start. The field surges towards turn 1. No holding back now.
Joel Lemrich is making early moves. He's just sliced past Niall Gogan, climbing up to 7th position.
Great aggression from Lemrich. That's exactly what you need at the start of a sprint race. Every position counts for those AM class points.
And we got action further back. Neil Constable-Berry just made a pass on Sten Wallstrom.
Oh, but they've come together. A crash between Wallstrom and Constable-Berry. That's a tough break for both drivers.
Meanwhile, Ross Elliott is on the charge, gaining a spot on Phil Bodkin.
Elliott making up ground after that early incident. He's an AM driver, so those positions are gold for his class championship hopes.
Sten Wallstrom is trying to make up ground, battling with Ross Elliott for P13.
This is a real back and forth for them. You need to keep your cool in these situations, especially in close quarters through the turns.
Wallstrom is now under pressure from Thomas Kruger-Darado as well, losing another position.
Oh, and there's contact. Wallstrom and Elliott again. Looks like Wallstrom punted Elliott off the track.
The stewards have immediately deemed that a penalty for Sten Wallstrom. He's lost a number of places, now down to P17.
That's a massive blow. He went from fighting for position to losing several spots and gaining a penalty. That's a lesson in not getting too aggressive.
Mac McFarquhar is making a charge. He's just past Jareth Hallam and Neil Constable-Berry.
He's really pushing hard now. McFarquhar, a pro driver, needs to climb up the field to challenge for those top championship spots.
Nigel Walters is under pressure. Jimmy Lindo, who started so well, has just moved past him.
It's tough when you're defending from a faster car. You've got to be so precise. Nigel is an AM driver. Every point matters.
And now, Dominic F. Ovarg also sweeps past Walters. He's lost 2 positions in quick succession. Drama at the front. David Constable-Berry has taken the lead from Chris Stokes.
Chris Stokes is now really struggling for pace. He's losing another spot to Daniel Kozik. He's dropping through the field quickly.
And he's lost another place to Niall Gogan. What a sudden collapse from our pole sitter, Chris Stokes. Tim Weller is making a late charge, challenging Niall Gogan for 4th place.
This is brilliant driving from Weller, really pushing for those points. Every position is vital as we near the end of the race.
Now Gogan fights back immediately though. He retakes the position from Tim Weller.
That's smart racing. You don't want to give up a place easily, especially when you're in the top 5. It's about breaking the toe and holding the line.
But Weller is not giving up. He's just gone back past Gogan, reclaiming 4th. What a battle. Aaron Short is in trouble. He's just lost positions to both Mac McFarquhar and Nigel Walters.
This is a tough end to the race for Short. He's now dropping further back, losing out to Hallam and Kruger-Darado.
Jimmy Lindo continues his strong race. He's just overtaken James Pinkerton for P7.
Fantastic drive from Lindo, an AM driver fighting in the top 10. That's a huge points haul if he can hold it.
And David Constable-Berry takes the checkered flag. What a phenomenal drive from P4 to win race 13 here at Laguna Seca.
An absolutely brilliant performance. Constable-Berry, a Pro-Am driver, really showed his class and consistency, driving a flawless race.
Right behind him, Daniel Kozik crosses the line in second place, up 5 spots from his starting position. And Chris Stokes holds on for third.
Kosick, an AM driver, securing P2 is an incredible result for his class championship, and for Stokes to recover to a podium after dropping back, that's damage limitation well done.
What a superb race 13 here at Laguna Seca. David Constable-Berry, starting P4, drove a flawless race to take a brilliant victory.
Absolutely, a massive points haul for him in the Pro-Am Championship. But for me, Daniel Kosick's drive from P7 to second, an AM driver on the overall podium, is the highlight.
Indeed. Chris Stokes battled hard after dropping back to secure third, while Jimmy Lindo also impressed with a strong run-up to seventh. A truly eventful sprint race. Welcome back to Laguna Seca for race 14. After that thrilling opener, the championship standings have certainly shifted.
Big moves in the Pro-Am and AM classes. David Constable-Berry's win has propelled him up to 4th overall, a huge gain for his Pro-Am title hopes.
And Daniel Kozik, thanks to his second place finish, jumps all the way to 5th overall, now leading the AM class championship.
That's massive for Kosick. It shows that a strong performance can completely change your championship trajectory, especially in these sprint races. Every point matters.
Chris Stokes also solidified his 3rd place overall, but the top two, Bart Van de Sande and Martijn Mol, still hold a comfortable lead. And here we are for race 14, another super sprint at Laguna Seca. This is a reverse grid, and Joel Lemrich, an AM driver, starts on pole position.
This is where it gets really interesting. Lemrich and Sten Wallstrom, another AM driver starting P2, have a golden opportunity to grab some serious points and make amends for previous races.
Meanwhile, David Constable-Berry, our last race winner and now 4th in the championship, starts P18. Daniel Kozik, 5th overall and leading the AM class, is P17, and Chris Stokes is P16.
For the quicker drivers, it's all about navigating the traffic cleanly. You have to be patient but aggressive to make up those positions without incident. It's a real test of nerve and skill from the back.
Aaron Short, 8th in the championship, starts P6, a great chance for him to challenge early. This reverse grid promises an absolute spectacle. The lights are out once again. Race 14 is underway at Laguna Seca.
Here we go. A completely different dynamic with this reverse grid. Chaos at turn 1 is almost guaranteed.
Tim Weller is on the move early. He's just picked up a spot on Niall Gogan.
Weller, an AM driver, really needs to capitalize on this starting position to fight his way up the field and gain ground in his class championship.
Daniel Kozik, our AM class leader, is already charging through the field from P17.
That's what you expect from a driver of his caliber. He's already picked up 2 spots, crucial early gains for him, passing Nigel Walters and Niall Geohegan.
Jareth Hallam, currently P6 in the championship, is making swift progress from P9, moving past Neil Constable-Berry.
He's really on a mission. Hallam also gets past Sten Wallstrom, and Ross Elliott has lost several spots in that melee. It's tough in the middle pack.
Mac McFarquhar is really struggling for pace in the midfield, losing ground to Nigel Walters and Tim Weller.
This is not what McFarquhar, a pro driver, needs. He's dropped back even further, also losing a spot to James Pinkerton.
He's now battling with Dominic F.O. but it looks like he's lost another position there. Maximilian Turbin is battling hard for a podium spot, challenging Phil Botkin for P2.
Turbin, a Pro-Am driver, is really pushing to gain those critical points. This is a great battle for second place.
But Phil Botkin fights back immediately. He's just regained that second position from Turbin. David Constable-Berry is making up huge ground. He's just past Chris Stokes for P9.
But Chris Stokes isn't letting him go. He instantly fights back and reclaims the position. That's top-tier racing between 2 Pro-Ams.
Sten Wallstrom is losing ground again, dropping a place to Dominic F.O.
He's really struggling out there, and now he's made contact with Jimmy Lindo. A crash between the 2 AM drivers.
Niall Gogan is on the move, passing Neil Constable-Berry for P10.
He's really found some pace, and now he sweeps past Chris Stokes as well. That's a strong push for an AM driver.
But Stokes isn't giving up that easily. He fights back immediately and reclaims the position from Gogan.
And now Gio Hegan is really struggling. He's dropping down the order, losing places to Mac McFarquhar and James Pinkerton.
It's a complete collapse for Gogan as more cars stream past him. F.O. Varg, Walters, and Lemrich all gain positions. Ross Elliott is struggling in the final stages of this race, losing a position to Joel Lemrich.
He's really having a tough time. Now Jimmy Lindo, an AM driver, also gets past Elliott. It's crucial for him to hold on to every point.
And Sten Wallstrom, who had a difficult race himself, now makes a pass on Ross Elliott. David Constable-Berry is still fighting for every position, moving past Nigel Walters.
He's a proven race winner, and even from the back of a reverse grid, he's determined to make up as many places as possible. Now he's back past Walters again.
And Aaron Short crosses the line. A magnificent drive from P6 to take victory in race 14.
What a performance by Short. To win a reverse grid race from the middle of the pack shows incredible skill and racecraft. Absolutely deserved.
Maximilian Turbin comes across the line in second place. A fantastic result for him from P5.
That's a huge boost for Turbin, a Pro-Am driver. To hold on to a podium spot from a reverse grid shows he can really manage the race pace.
And Jareth Hallam takes third place. A brilliant drive from P9 for our championship contender.
Fantastic effort from Hallam. That's a well-earned podium from the reverse grid. A massive boost for him in the Pro-Am standings.
What an incredible reverse grid race that was here at Laguna Seca. Aaron Short, starting P6, expertly navigated the field to take a superb victory.
That was a masterclass in race management from Short. To come from the middle of a reverse grid and win is no mean feat. A fantastic result for his Pro-Am championship campaign.
Maximilian Turbin took a strong second, and Jareth Hallam rounded out the podium from P9. A truly exhilarating race with some incredible overtaking. Welcome back to Laguna Seca, just moments away from race 15. Those championship standings have seen some significant shifts after a thrilling reverse grid race.
Chris Stokes has made a huge jump, moving up to second place overall, leapfrogging Martijn Mol. That's a strong statement from the Pro-Am driver.
Absolutely. And Daniel Kozik continues his incredible form, now sitting fifth overall and extending his lead in the AM Class Championship.
Aaron Short's win has also rocketed him up to seventh, right in the thick of the Pro-Am battle. The championship is truly heating up now, especially with only 6 races left.
Welcome back to Laguna Seca for race 15 of the Super Sprint Championship. We're set for another thrilling contest, and what a front row we have.
Aaron Short, fresh off his win in race 14, takes pole position. That's a massive boost for him in the Pro-Am Championship, building on that momentum.
Right alongside him is David Constable-Berry in P2, with Chris Stokes now second in the overall championship, starting P3. The battle at the front of the Pro-Am class will be intense.
From a driver's perspective, starting 1, 2, 3 like that for 3 top Pro-Am drivers is fantastic. You can really dictate the pace. Also, Daniel Kozik, leading the AM class, is in P7, a great spot for him.
And an excellent qualifying from Niall Gogan, another AM driver, starting P6. He'll be looking to make big gains in his class championship. The lights are out. Race 15 is go at Laguna Seca.
An absolute blur into turn 1. Everyone is fighting for that early advantage.
Joel Lemrich is making an early move from P14, passing Nigel Walters.
Great start for Lemrich, an AM driver looking to capitalize on every opportunity to gain valuable points in his class.
James Pinkerton on the move. He's just taken a position from Niall Gogan.
Pinkerton, a Pro-Am driver, needs to make up for lost ground in the championship. Every place gained early is crucial.
Ross Elliott is pushing hard. He's just picked up a place on Phil Bodkin.
Elliott's had a tough time in previous races. It's good to see him making progress early, fighting for those AM class positions.
Phil Bodkin is fighting back. He's just reclaimed a position from Ross Elliott.
Oh, but there's contact. Sten Wallstrom and Phil Bodkin have crashed. Looks like Wallstrom punted Bodkin.
And the stewards have immediately judged that as a penalty for Sten Wallstrom. Ross Elliott has also regained that spot.
Bodkin is really struggling now. He's dropped back further, losing another spot to Wallstrom, who's still in the thick of it.
Oh no, Phil Bodkin is into the barriers. A really heavy hit for him. That's a nasty crash.
That's a very unfortunate end to his race. He's lost another position to Jareth Hallam as a result. A tough one for the AM driver.
Thomas Kruger-Dardo is on the attack, making a move on Dominic F.O. Varg.
They're really fighting for that P9 spot. Kruger Dorado, a Pro-Am, needs these points to improve his championship position.
But F.O. Varg fights back immediately. He's regained the position. This is a great battle between these two.
It shows the intensity out there. Every tenth of a second counts. Every inch of tarmac is fought for. Neither wants to give an inch.
And Kruger-Dardo goes again. He takes P9 back from F.O. Varg. Excellent driving.
And they both get past Daniel Kosick. Kosick has lost 2 spots there. Tough break for our AM class leader.
Maximilian Turbin has just made a move on Dominic F.O. Varg for P9.
But Fovarg immediately strikes back. He reclaims the position. That's a great fight for that crucial top 10 spot.
Niall Gauguin has dropped multiple positions in a big melee. Pinkerton, Lindo, Kruger-Dardo, and F.O. Varg all sweep past him.
That's incredibly costly for Gio Hegan. You can see how quickly things can unravel. He went from P5 to P9 in a flash.
Jimmy Lindo is under pressure now, losing positions to Thomas Kruger-Dardo and Dominic F.O. Varg.
He's dropping back quickly. Lindo, an AM driver, will be fighting hard to hold on to any championship points he can get.
Nigel Walters has just picked up a position on Niall Gauguin.
Walters, an AM driver, will be pleased to gain that spot. Every point is crucial as we head into the final stages of the race.
Jareth Hallam makes a move on Ross Elliott, gaining a spot.
But Elliott fights back. He reclaims the position, only for Hallam to immediately take it back. What a battle between them.
Aaron Short takes the checkered flag. A dominant lights to flag victory for him in race 15.
What a superb drive by Short. Starting on pole and controlling the race shows he's really found his rhythm tonight. 2 wins in a row for the Pro-Am driver.
David Constable-Berry crosses the line in a strong second, and Mac McFarquhar snags 3rd place, climbing 2 spots from his starting position.
Constable-Berry maintaining that strong form, and a great podium for McFarquhar too. It's fantastic to see the pro drivers up there challenging.
What a race 15 here at Laguna Seca. Aaron Short delivered a perfect performance, leading from pole to take his 2nd victory of the night.
Short is absolutely on fire. That lights to flag victory is a huge statement in the Pro-Am Championship. David Constable-Berry right there in 2nd too.
Mac McFarquhar secured a well-deserved 3rd, climbing 2 spots. We also saw some intense mid-pack battles and, unfortunately, a heavy crash for Phil Bodkin.
It was a tough race for some, but for the podium finishers, it was about consistency and capitalizing on opportunities. Every point counts with just 5 races left.
Welcome back to Laguna Seca for race 16. After 2 explosive races, the championship picture has completely transformed.
Massive news at the top. Chris Stokes is now the overall championship leader. That's an incredible jump for the Pro-Am driver.
He's leapfrogged Bart Van de Sandy and Martijn Mol. And Aaron Short, with back-to-back wins, is now up to 5th overall.
Short's on a roll. An incredible run. David Constable-Berry also right there in 3rd. And Daniel Kosick still firmly in control of the AM class title. Just 4 races left after this one. It's crunch time!
Welcome back to Laguna Seca for the 4th and final race of the night, race 16. It's another reverse grid, which means chaos is expected.
This is going to be exhilarating. Neil Constable-Berry, an AM driver, starts on pole with Tim Weller, another AM, alongside him. A huge chance for them to make a mark.
Absolutely. But look at the champions at the back. Chris Stokes, our new championship leader, starts way back in P14.
And David Constable-Berry is P16 with Aaron Short, who's won the last 2 races, down in P17. They've got a real mountain to climb through this traffic.
Daniel Kosick, our AM class leader, is in P9, a slightly better starting spot for him. But this will be a true test of nerve and skill for everyone. The lights are out, and race 16, the final race of the evening, is go at Laguna Seca.
Here we go again. A reverse grid promises another thrilling dash to turn 1.
James Pinkerton is making early moves, passing Nigel Walters.
Oh, but he's gone into Ross Elliott. A crash between them, and it looks like Pinkerton punted Elliott. The stewards will be looking at that.
David Constable-Berry is flying from the back. He's already made up several places, moving past McFarquhar and Stokes.
He's absolutely charging, but there's contact. Constable-Berry is involved in a crash with Ross Elliott, and then with Chris Stokes as well.
Despite that early incident, Chris Stokes is pushing on, now passing Sten Wallstrom for P9.
That shows the grit of a championship leader. He's not letting that early contact deter him, fighting for every single point.
Jimmy Lindo is battling with Ross Elliott for P13, making a pass.
Elliott immediately fights back, but Lindo reclaims the position. What a back and forth between these two AM drivers.
Dominic F.O. Varg is making a move, passing Thomas Kruger-Darado for P9.
He's really pushing to get into those top 10 points positions. Every point is valuable as we move towards the end of the season.
And now Aaron Short is challenging F.O. Varg for that spot. Short gets passed.
But Varg fights back, only for Short to immediately reclaim it. That's a great fight between two strong Pro-Am drivers.
Mac McFarquhar is losing ground rapidly. He's dropped back to P4, losing a place to James Pinkerton.
This is not good for McFarquhar. He's also lost positions to Chris Stokes and Neil Constable-Berry. He's just falling down the order.
More drivers stream past McFarquhar. Phil Bodkin, Thomas Kruger-Darado, Dominic F.O. Varg, Daniel Kozik, and Jimmy Lindo all gain spots.
He's really had a rough patch there, but he's now fighting back, regaining a spot on Neil Constable-Berry and Phil Bodkin. Never give up.
Tim Weller is challenging Jareth Hallam for the lead. He's just taken P1.
What a move from Weller, an AM driver. He's really pushing to secure a massive points haul, but Hallam immediately fights back and reclaims the lead.
Tim Weller has taken the lead from Jareth Hallam. Another big move from the AM driver.
This is a huge moment in the race for Weller. He's really driving his heart out to secure this victory, showing incredible pace.
Oh, a crash involving Phil Bodkin and Neil Constable-Berry. Looks like Bodkin punted Constable-Berry.
The stewards have immediately called that a penalty for Phil Bodkin. Constable-Berry has lost a few spots there, a tough end to his race.
Tim Weller takes the checkered flag. What a phenomenal drive from P2 to win the final race of the night.
An absolutely brilliant performance from Weller, an AM driver securing a hard-fought victory. He really pushed and earned that win from the front row.
Jareth Hallam crosses the line in a strong second place from P5, and Chris Stokes, our championship leader, takes third place from P14.
Hallam continues his consistent form, and what a recovery drive from Stokes. From P14 to the podium, that's championship-winning grit right there.
What a thrilling conclusion to our super sprint evening at Laguna Seca. Tim Weller, starting P2, drove an exceptional race to claim a fantastic victory.
An outstanding drive from Weller, an AM driver, really showcasing his talent to take that win. It's huge for his class championship hopes.
Jareth Hallam secured a brilliant second place. And what about Chris Stokes? From P14 to third. That's the drive of a true championship leader.
Absolutely incredible from Stokes, bouncing back from early contact to secure a podium. This event has been a true test, and those championship battles are tighter than ever with just 4 races left.
And that wraps up an absolutely incredible evening of super sprint racing here at Laguna Seca. 4 intense races that have completely shaken up the championship standings.
What an event! The biggest story for me has to be Chris Stokes. He started the evening third and leaves tonight as the overall championship leader, an absolutely sensational performance.
Indeed, David Constable-Berry had a fantastic night, moving up to third overall. And Daniel Kozik, starting P8 this evening, finishes up in P7 and has truly solidified his lead in the AM Class Championship.
Aaron Short also had a brilliant night with 2 wins. This format really tests the drivers, and with just 4 races left in the entire championship, it's tighter than ever. Every point was fought for, every position gained was crucial.
Tim Weller also finishing on a high note with a win tonight, climbing significantly in the AM standings. What a preview for the final event. We can't wait to see you for more thrilling racing.